I was expecting the door to open when we tried that, and it didn't, so that gives me a little bit of worry. I'll show you how these openers are so loud. And made the springs, but yeah, making the springs takes the longest. Let's see who picks up the door. Good morning. Today we have a residential spring job. I'm actually already here. I got everything I need inside, so starting the recording a little bit late, but I haven't done anything to the door. All I do is I have the right springs. I haven't taken tension off the door. We are gonna get this job started. Like I said, I'm in the middle of it. I thought this would be a fun video to record, so hopefully this will be a shorter one, but it'll have a lot of information, a lot of stuff going on. So I will see you guys inside. Alrighty. Like I said, I already have this job started. I just need to take everything off. The springs are already pre-made. I already weighed the door and everything. So you can see we got a broken spring. We have been to this house before, so we replaced the cables. So it should be pretty straightforward. Got my shear winder, and let's get that tension off the door. Just so this should be a pretty quick one. Boom. Get that in there. Boom. Hello. Yeah, what's up? I should probably be a little, actually an hour or?
I would be back before, like 10:15.
It should be okay. I just have to take these off. I have the springs made. The main thing, I'm also gonna check this, because like you said, when it wasn't opening, I think maybe something might be stripped in it. So I just gotta double check, just to make sure, because I was expecting the door to open when we tried that, and it didn't. So that gives me a little bit of worry, because usually it works first time, and if it wasn't moving, that gives me unease.
Okay. So you can tell me no. I have a class that I was supposed to go to, and my husband scheduled this. If I can't, it's fine. It's an hour, it's fine. You're good. Don't even worry about it. Want me to leave my credit card?
No, you are all good. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
You go do what you need to do.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Boom. We are all good. Can just take this off and springs unwound. This is great. Now that we got that, I'm gonna take that off. Cables and stuff now. Tie these so they don't fall. So we have that done. Gonna do the other side. We're trying to see if they wanted a new door or anything. 2 new doors. Since these are pretty old, this is actually the subdivision I grew up in. We're replacing our old doors soon, or my parents are. Like I said, this is actually the subdivision I grew up in. If I look, I'll go over there after I'm done with this. So I'm gonna move this. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. If you look, that right there is the house I grew up in. We are very close. I've been in this house a lot. One of our old neighbors, they had kids, and I grew up, going inside here. So they moved, our neighbors, but they gave me a hamster when I was young. And that hamster was supposed to be a male, turned out to be a female. And then we had 14 hamster babies. That was an unexpected surprise when I was a child. No, the light turned off. It's one of those motion sensing lights, but the motion sensor is not even in here. It's all the way behind that thing. I'm gonna close that because it seems like the heater's on. I don't like that the heater's on. Oh, whoa. That could have been gnarly. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, go up. Door wouldn't have closed. So we're good all there? No, we're not. We need to move this forward. And there. More. Everything should close now. What's wild, I'll show you how these openers are so loud. I think it's this one. Boom, all good. So now we have to take this. These two are back all out. So this door ended up being 215 pounds, I believe. 215, yes. That's how much this door ended up being. Now, I think these are, it says 234s, but I think this is 1 1/4, or 1 3/4. That's why these springs are from 13. Come over here, take these off. That's tightening. Nice thing about these is it has a non-universal mounting bracket in the middle. So this is one that you're gonna have to slide left and right instead of it being able to fall at the middle, and I don't have to worry about it. So that's convenient for me. Take these bolts out. I don't know if anyone of you saw, but the ones that normally have the opening, there's like an opening down here that you can just slide it out. But these are the ones that you don't have that, which is nice. I prefer these because then I don't have to, you know, grab a vice grip and vice grip it closed and the whole 9 yards. People like to take it, and some people, like, I've seen take the side out and then they bend it all the way down to the ground. It's just like kind of the, what's the point in doing that? You're kind of, it's a thin, like 28 gauge piece of metal here. You're gonna end up bending the shaft. I prefer not to bend the shaft. So I'm going to take it out like this. Everything seemed to be moving pretty sweet. So we're just gonna, boom, move it out. Grab this. Uh-oh, looks like we got a burr. Take that. This piece. Yeah, so these are, this is definitely 1 3/4 inches, so I can just tell by the feel of it. It's just thin. Boom. Let's see if you can tell the difference. Yeah, you can see. It might be hard to tell on camera, but these are thinner. It's hard to tell. These are thicker wire size though. I didn't even check if these are the right springs for the door. I don't care. That's not something I care about because I like to make them custom because it's better. Because these customer knows that they're getting the right thing every single time. So if you can see, these were 2 18s by 28s, but that doesn't always mean the case because they're 23 inches. I cut them down. There's a standard 10,000 cycle spring, 28 inch. That's why you can't always go by what the sticker says or the paint, because the paint's not always right. Because I am the example of why the paint's not always right. I'd rather cut them down. Come over here, this way, boom, spring off. Now, like I said, oh, there goes my light. Oh, there goes double my light. Let's get that light back on. I am blind. What's up? All right, is there a light feature on this? Yes. Okay. And that light's out. Well, we're gonna have that light on just in case it happens again, because it will. So we offer multiple different springs, but like I said, this family is either moving out or getting a new door. So they opted for just the normal springs, nothing extra, because like I said, they either want to move out, get a new door. I let them know that if they did get a new door, you know, garage doors have a great ROI, so return on investment. I think it's like 98% or something. So it's like one of the best home investments you can do because you can just sell the house for the price of the door. Pretty sweet, but they didn't want to go with that. They wanted to just get this done today. Didn't want to think about it. And if they don't get a new house, they'll just be replacing everything, getting 2 new doors. I just wanted to help them out today. So that's what I'm here to do. We got about 2 fingers on this side. How much do we have over there? Definitely, it's like a hand. We're gonna go 3 fingers. Should be even on both sides. Push the middles together. Whoa. Where did my things go? It is really hot in here. It's very, very hot in here. Oh my gosh, I am sweating. Boom. Boom. Oh. Boom. Boom. All right. These springs aren't going anywhere. I'm gonna get the cable set now. Now I think changing springs is like easy. This is the easy part, I would say. That. So making the springs actually takes the longest. I've shown it in another video. I didn't do it today. But you can see I have that over there. So I picked up the whole door and weighed it. I put everything back in my truck so it's not as messy in here. I weighed the door and made the springs, but yeah, making the springs takes the longest. But it is the better way of doing it, in my opinion. There's way too many doors throughout my, what, 4 years working here, or 4 years doing garage doors, that were not done correctly, simply due to the fact that the springs were just, I made them based off, you know, measuring this. Are you kidding me? So, I've made them based on the springs themselves before. It didn't work out very well. Well, it did work out very well. I'm not saying that. They weren't terrible, but they're not like perfect. And I like my stuff to be best it can be. 1, 2. That's a half turn, half turn, half turn. Okay. That should be tight. I have a vice grip on this cable, actually. Always set the left cable first. Why do you set the left cable first, you ask? Well, because if you think about it, oh, what the heck? When I tighten these set screws, I'm tightening them this way, which is making this one to go this way. It would be actually loosening the drum as I tighten these. But if I tighten the left side first, like this is tightened, put the cable on, now this is set to whatever it needs to be, and then I do this side, set it like this with the vice grip. When I go to that side, it's the opposite. So that drum is going to want to rotate forward and actually tighten the cable. Now that just gives you a more accurate cable timing, which would mean a level door. So that's just some knowledge. Come over to this right side. Boom. I'll show you what I mean when I do it. Okay, so this is loose, right? This is loose. We can spin this freely. When I come to this, like I said, so this is why you do the right side last. You come to this and have the free side. You put the cable in. Now that we have this right side, it kind of sets, as you can see, wants to spin right. I'm going to put pressure to hold it, and I'm going to tighten these set screws. Whoa. I'm going to use my ratchet, this, because you can get a better feel where your set screws actually are compared to a ratchet, where you can just power through the shaft with a ratchet. With this, it is harder to power through the shaft, which means I will have a more accurate gauge of, oh my goodness, come on. Have a more accurate gauge of the shaft, so I'm not putting a dent in the shaft and bending it. As I'm tightening this, this is spinning right, and as it spins right, it brings this forward. So it's actually, as I'm tightening this set screw, it is slightly tightening this as well. Compared to the opposite, where if I was to do the other one, it would actually be slightly loosened. So that's why you do the right side last. So, I'm gonna add an extra quarter. I'm gonna take away the light actually completely. Your light is gone. Wacha! All right, boom. This cable should be set. Now, hopefully, this vice grip doesn't cause any issues with that. But you know what? I think it did. Ugh. That's my fault. So now I have to reset it. That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you gotta reset. And it is what it is. I'm going to tighten this a little bit more. Extra half turn. That's tight. And now since I had an extra quarter, I'm just gonna add one more quarter and a half turn all together. And it should not go anywhere. Sweet. Time to move on to the springs, the fun part, with my shirt winder. But first, chalk time. Chalk. I've said this before, I've showed it before, tell you again. In this, you don't want to just go straight across. You go, let go, and wherever it comes back to. This is standard. This is the 0 point. No winds on spring. Oh, perfect. Now, this is a classic. The Sherwinder, everyone hates it, loves it. I don't really care. I enjoy it. Makes life easier. Everyone seems to like the Sherwinder. You know what that means? It's Sherwinder time. It is Sherwinder time. Let's get this. Put this here. Watch this. Sure, I can do it by hand. I get it. I have done it by hand. This is nothing. I understand. Small springs, not a problem. But it's easy this way. That's why I do it. Because it's easy. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's dead. Ideal. Now I have to run up to the truck. I've made a mistake. Nope. Alrighty. Do we have a plug? Perfect. I'm just gonna close. I think it's this one. I keep doing it. Keep doing the same thing. So, almost. Now we're charging. Boom. Have this. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6. 7. 7-foot door means 7 turns. A little bit of stretch. This is nice because this thing usually holds the stretch as well, compared to bars where you just kind of have to keep holding. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. And I go back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm fairly confident that this is gonna be good, but we're gonna back wind it a bit and then put pressure on the spring. Perfect. It's not coming off. And I can just do this. So that spring is wound. Easy peasy. Now all I'm gonna do, safety precaution, is vice grip the door down. Because even though it says it's supposed to be 7, it doesn't always mean it's 7. I feel like, where's my vice grip? Oh, there it is. I knew I put it in here. Boom. Let's get this one all figured out. Same thing goes on this side. There's this. That's the middle. Boom. Sure winder. All right. Second spring. Well, this thing's dead already now. That's not great. That ain't great. I don't know how it's dead already. All right, we're at 2. It should get us through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Add a wee bit of stretch to it. Not too much, not too little. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, we should be good. Let's back it off. And then boom, 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 boom. Sweet, forward, and we should be good. So let's check the door balance, see what we're looking with. Everything should be perfect. This is off, take this off, we're good. Door seals on the bottom. Take this off as well, just to get it out of here. Now, how do we look? That makes sense. There's supposed to be 8 turns. All right, I did not check. That is on me. I was like, yeah, this is heavy. But it's so heavy because it's missing a turn on each spring. That's my bad. I was a little nervous there, guys. Now, in my honest opinion, I don't have the bars in here. I would add tension with the bars, since that way it is faster, and use bars for the tension, like adding tension. I'll admit it. But, so I got in here right now, and it needs 8. So, no big deal. All right, it already seems better. Seems a little bit better already. Finish this one up. Still get that on there. If anything, if it's gonna be too fast, I'll just take some off. Not a big deal. Oh my gosh. And that light's off now. The light's dead. No, it's not. What the heck? Now, this should be the right one. All right, now it feels good. Not coming off the ground, that's a good sign. Not fast on the ground. We lift it. Balance is in the middle, this is good. This cable slack. Cables are good. Cables are good. Okay. Alrighty, let me put this, oh, I didn't check this cable or the spacing. Looks good there. Yeah, I think we're level. Perfect on the floor. Let's bring this down. This is my main issue, this thing. I don't know how good this opener is. I do not know how good this opener is. So when I got here, I tried to open the door. It was actually acting like it was stripped, but it was moving still. So it was going up. This was also super not lubed up at all. So it was getting caught when it was going. So it was actually really hard to move like alone, which is a good indicator that something was wrong. But now let's see if this thing is stripped at all. Doesn't look like there's any bad wear, but I can't see in there. They're old, so let's see if it picks up the door. This is what I've done. Yeah, see, it doesn't pick up the door. Unless did I? Yeah. I think it's bad because it goes up. I think it'll go down, but it won't go up. Yeah, it's just completely stripped. Must have stripped when they tried to open it or something. It gets to that end point and it just doesn't go down. Like it'll go down all the way, but it will not go up. I don't have any on my truck right now either. Well, I'm going to have to figure out what we're gonna do here already, because I know we have all of our stock openers. We're getting them tomorrow. I have a job at 8 tomorrow for an opener. I might have to come back and put in a new opener. It is stripped at the front.